Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I'm suffering from a cold currently, like a chest infection. So if my voice is hoarse, that is why. Today we're just going to be playing with a bunch of new high-end and drugstore makeup. I got this Flowerbomb eyeshadow palette by Midas. So I'm going to be playing with a lot of the violet and lavender purples here. And yeah, I just think we should create an eye look with that. I'm testing the woukd concealer. I've got a Marc Jacobs lip pencil and Buxom lip gloss. I've got this Joa Jelly Bay lipstick. Also, I have the Joa mineral primer. And yeah, just heaps of really good stuff going on. Almay brow pencil, which is what we're going to start in with. This is the Almay brow pencil in brunette. That's all it says. So the shape of it is that just of like the Anastasia brow definer. It's like a triangle shape. So let us create a brow. So this is first impressions, and it looks to me like this spoolie is quite a bit thick. So I might just use like the tip of it to feather things through. But yeah, let's give it a go. All right, so far it's a little creamy. You're not going to get a super precise line with this unless you use the edge. And of course, I always go toward my nose. This is not a bad pencil. The brunette is actually really, really dark. So the brows are looking a bit bold, but that's my fault because I went in with my tinted brow gel and it made them more tinted. So yeah, if I were you with that Almay brow pencil, just go a shade down because it's very pigmented. If you want to dupe for the Anastasia brow definer, then you have it there. The spoolie's just a little bit large, so I would use the end of it. But overall, it gave me a really nice look. I have a really nice brow day, I think. To be honest, I really do. And I've actually just concealed the top of my eyes with the, I think it's Oma Beauty. I think that's how you say it. Correct me in the comments, someone. I know you will. So I'm going to stick to this section, and I'm going to go in with Orchid here. And the kick up on here is massive. But let's see how it performs on the eyes. Okay. So it's pretty pigmented. Oh, it's very pigmented. Okay. I'm using a black-haired brush from Sigma. It's the E40. And this deposits less product onto the eyelid. But as you can see, it's so pigmented. So I'm just building this up. It's going to take me a little bit to build it to where I want it because the lights are washing it out. All right, you can see how pigmented this is, really, truly. And this palette was so cheap. I think it was $20 at Midas Cosmetics. And then I'm going to go into Hibiscus with a less fluffy brush. This is going to deposit more pigmented because it's a white hair synthetic brush. Okay, instantly, you guys see that. The depth that this has. The pigment is impeccable, and the shadows are not that powdery. There's no fallout on my face, but just like the Dose of Colors, there's a lot of kick up in the pan, but the pigment is insane. All right, I've already done it on this eye, but I'm going to take Dahlia, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to just pack that on the outer edge, and I'm going to take it in almost to the complete inner corner. Again, this does take some building because it's not insanely pigmented like the other ones. You can see it's darker, but I'm not going for a smoky eye. And I think that this is the right amount of depth that I want to keep it at, definitely. Now I've just taken the NYX glitter glue and I'm going to go into Hyacinth right here. So this almost feels like a very creamy glitter, like the Colourpop ones that you can't use on your eyes. It feels really creamy and it's super soft, so soft as to when I put my finger in it, you can see it makes a big strong indent. But it's really, really lovely, and I'm absolutely living for this look. This palette is so good. So I wanted to add a little bit of lightness to that inner third, and I took Rose Mallow, and I'm just going to take that with my pinky and gently place that right here on the inner third of the eye, just to bring a little bit of light toward that area. And then since it's getting all over the place, I'm going to go back into Hyacinth to cover that up a little bit. So there's the eye look. I'm going to go put on liner, lashes, mascara, and I'll be back to do the face. Alright, lashes are on. I use the Kiss Shy Lashes and the I'm So Fly Liner by Joa Ink Pen Eyeliner in black. And it works amazing. It covered up the glitter. My lash is a rogue lash today, so we're going to work with that. Let me see about this primer situation. So it's a mineral primer infused with camellia oil, so that's going to be hydrating. Not sure how that would work for oily skin, but let's go ahead and give it a go. Okay, so it's really, really liquidy, and it feels like actual dry oil, velvet, and it has 0 scent at all. I think this might just be like a smoothing primer. Not really sure, but it feels nice and lightweight, and it actually feels like it just sank right into the skin. The skin feels like instantly dry. What I also want to do is take this L'Oreal Visible Lift in the shade Rose 802, and I'm doing this because it's a complete dupe for a very high-end product that people go in with, either mixed with their foundation, and I'm sure you guys can guess what it is based on looking at it. And then we're just going to go in and go on the highlighter areas that we want illuminated. So yeah, look at that glow. Alright, my under eyes needed a lot of help in places with darkness, so I just took my Tarte CC Cream in light medium and color corrected before we go in with, this is the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer. I wanted to see about this. It says mattifying tinted moisturizer provides sheer to medium buildable coverage with a weightless finish that instantly moisturizes skin, and I got 05 Crepe. It's so hard to shade match online, guys, especially this. Usually with a tinted moisturizer, you can be a little bit more, forgiving. So that's what it looks like. It's pretty runny in texture. It looks actually really, really light, so I'm pretty concerned. But yeah. And this is not sheer at all. I definitely think it's medium coverage right off the bat. Light to medium. But with bronzer, we can make it work. As you can see, you can still see, like the hollows and a little bit of my redness peeking through, but nothing major. Alright, so here's what the skin is looking like with one layer. As you can see, you can still see all of this coming through. Let's try to build this up on just these areas here. And I'm using a sponge. Ideally, I should use a brush for this if I want more coverage, but it says it's buildable, so we shall see. Yeah, I think it builds a little bit, but it's really, really nice for everyday wear. It just evens out that skin tone, the redness and everything, and it still looks like my skin. I'm not too cakey with it, and this I can just spot conceal, no big deal. So there's what it looks like with a second layer. Obviously you can tell it has built up and this is where I'm going to leave it. Whilst I look quite ghostly, I'm sure we can fix this with, you know, our bronzer, which I have a new one. It's actually a cream bronzer, a dupe for the Chanel. It's the Sonia Kashuk in Warm Tan Undetectable Cream Bronzer. And the Oma Woke Concealer I have in Fair Lady 12. So this is going to be darker. So that'll actually be working out in our favor, because this is darker than the tinted moisturizer that we just went in with. So let's see the coverage on this. I know Samantha Ravindal was raving about this. This actually is really, 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 really striking. Beautiful coverage. It's really sticky though. It looks really, really good. I mean, it's hiding everything. Yeah, so that's One Eye With, which is flawless coverage. Unreal. For the lower lash line, I just took that hyacinth and then the lightest purple, the lilac, and then I put a coat of mascara on, and that's it. We're going in with the Sonia Kashuk Warm Tan Undetectable Cream Bronzer on a Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to see. It's very, very nice and creamy and smooth, and it looks perfect on the skin. It's not too over the top pigmented, but as you can see, it just gives the nicest looking contour, bronzer. And honestly, by the way, I never set that Sephora tinted moisturizer because it dried down completely matte. So I'm gonna go do, but look at this. This is beautiful. I think we have a dupe on our hands. Let me go finish this up and I'll be right back. I'm impressed. That did an impeccable job at contouring. I'm going to take my Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer and we're just going to warm up the cheeks. One side of this has a sheen and one side is completely matte. So we're just setting down, and this is going to look crazy at first, but I'm going to go over it with a powder brush. Anytime your contour or bronzer looks absolutely insane, then just take a powder brush and go over it and you'll be fine. Like you'll see in just a second. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if you can tell, but it did tone it down. So I'm going to, for blush, I'm going to take the Clinique Cheek Pop in Ginger Pop and just pop this on my cheeks. I'm going to focus it more here and go backward and up, and then kind of smile and put it on my cheeks. This is stunning. If you've never tried the Cheek Pop blushes from Clinique, you're totes missing out, because that is simply stunning. For highlighter, I'm going in with the Tarte Chrome Paint Highlighter in Lit. It's Tarte Lit. And I'm going to take some of that, and this is super pigmented. A little bit goes a really long way. It's really, really very, very beautiful. I'll do a swatch for you. You can see how nice and golden. It's absolutely stunning. Hit the brow with that. A little bit of the forehead, our chin, and Cupid's bow. Looks nice. For lips, I just went in with the Marc Jacobs Nudist, and I'm going to top it off with the Blushing Margarita Buxom Gloss. For setting mist, I'm going in with the Catrice HD Active Performance Freezing Spray. This is long wear, fixing, protecting, and hydrating, cooling and refreshing. I love this stuff. The mister is pretty fine, so it looks like I'm going in with a lot, but I'm really not. So you guys, that smells so good too. This is the finished look. What do you guys think? Would you pick any of these products up? I really think the standout products are the Marc Jacobs liner, the concealer from Oma, and this eyeshadow palette from Midas. I forgot to tell you, Flowerbomb. It's the Flowerbomb palette. I mean, guys, look at this. This was like 20 bucks. You got to pick this up. That's amazing, the pigment. And I just love the highlighter. I love the overall look, the vibe, the lilac. So I had some requests to do some lilacs like this and to do some more high-end with a mix of drugstore. So that is what I did for you guys today. I hope you enjoy it. If you have not subscribed, why not? Hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell so that you are notified each and every time I upload. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.